Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chan. Honey, Angela Oakley was at 107.5 WGCI and she was clearing up rumors, right? She talked about Charles Jr., she talked about the time that Charles and her were separated, how he came back. She talked about was there a baby on her? It seems like she left a little information out. And to me, it seems like she threw Wendy Williams under the bus. I didn't like that. So the first thing we're going to get into is Charles and Madison Square Garden. Let's go.
So he's at a game and he gets drugged out on national television. That's just like someone coming in here dragging you out of here unprovoked.
Yeah.
For life. And this is a man with, I'm not going to say ego, but ego.
Pride.
Who has pride. So when that happened to him, that was traumatic. And when I say traumatic, I didn't recognize him anymore. And I don't even think he knew who he was anymore because
I wonder how long did she stay before she actually left or they separated? Because when she says, I didn't recognize him anymore, I don't think he knew who he was anymore because him being drugged out of Madison Square Garden was so traumatic for him. Like, how long did they stay? You know, what was she trying to do? I'm sure she went through some things with him. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going.
So we separated in that time. Yes, we separated, meaning you go do you go figure this out, and I'll be here when you need my support. But you can't keep pushing my support away because he didn't know what it was. Like, he didn't understand what was happening to him. So I gave him grace. Now, with that being said, he got to see if this is what he wanted. And, in that time, he found his way back home. But
Okay.
I can't with he found his way back home. Like, what were you doing, Angela? You were just waiting on him to get it together and come back home to you? Is that what you're saying? Like, you were just waiting for him. What if he never had come back? Because there was that instance when y'all met, and then it took you 10 years before y'all met again and decided to get married. So he told you he would call you. You waited 10 years for a phone call, and then you were apart from him until he got himself together after he got drugged out of Madison Square Garden. Girl, you have the patience of Job. Now let's get into him having a baby, allegedly, while they were apart, or not.
But go ahead.
Okay, but he did. So he did have a son or a baby.
No.
He didn't have an outside baby.
No.
I don't want to call baby outside, but all your kids are between the two of you.
No, he has a son.
Okay, now help me out, friend.
Well, I don't know when it's coming out because I kind of wanted to play out on the show because.
So Charles Jr. is not her son. It is Charles's son. There is no outside baby or a baby hat on her. But he had to have come at some point. So now we're going to get into the Wendy Williams of it all, okay? Let's go.
Charles and Wendy have been friends 30 years.
They've
known each other, so he's been on her show. And so they had an event together, and we're coming together to cook for this event. And I'm like, Wendy, girl, stay with your husband. It's just a baby. And she was like, get away from me. And she was like, has that ever happened to you? And I'm like, yes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This lady goes on her big platform and says, I pointed to my husband, who actually wasn't even around us in this conversation. And I'm like, no, Wendy, my daughter's father, my 25-year-old father, did that to me.
Okay, in my mind, I had, we knew that her daughter was not Charles's daughter, so we knew there was another man. We're not talking about that situation because you left some pertinent information out. I don't know if you told Wendy or Wendy decided to leave it out, but it was left out. So what we want to know is, when was Charles Jr. born? This is the biggest mystery that I've ever dealt with on a housewife show, I believe. Because she's saying, no, he was not born while they were together, but she did say she wanted it to play out on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. So maybe we'll see something different soon. But until then, y'all get in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this. Because I don't know if she's telling this just right. But then again, I wasn't there. It's your girl Millie Chan. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.